Oh my god, that jump is terrifying.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Other arm. Gas to gas to gas. I'm killing it.
Oh shit. Running for me life.
Oh fuck. I lost all my shit too. And it took my... Dude, it took my jug. Fuck.
Yeah, I lost my jug too the first time. Oh, that's not good.
Oh my god.
I don't have heal, stamina. Hold up, I could... I just used... Oh, fuck. I tried to use Phoenix up, bro. You gotta let me know if you're gonna do that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. That's it.
Oh, we just fucking died. Dude, what the... We didn't... I was gonna say use your mutant injection, but fuck.
Oh, I forgot about the mutant injections, dude. I told you to remind me to record the boss fight. Forgot.
We'll have to do it again.
Craft.
Who's that?
To know what do we do with the amulet?
Razanov.
Take it to the excavation site. But beware the Sentinel artifact. It could consume you.
Richtofen, where is he? We know he contacted you.
Please. Please don't kill him. He is my son.
He's your what?
I don't think he knew he was raising a monster
Why is he outlined in red? That means he's evil.
until it was too late.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, technically because he's the French, he works for the French Syndicate. And he technically is evil at the start of this, but maybe not. Look, because even Peck is red.
Well, Pick's been red. I know that. Pick's been red forever.
What's going on, YouTube? I'm Shadow, and thank you for clicking on this video. And also, welcome to the channel. As you can see by that opening clip, me and my good friend Venom there, we failed their first attempt on the Easter egg on this new map. I believe it's called Citadel de Morts on Black Ops 6 here in Zombies. And the first time we played it, I got smashed like almost right away and lost like most of my perks, including Juggernaut. The perks that I had left were pretty much just like Quick Revive and Vulture Aid. So I didn't have too much to work with at the end there. And we both went down, and our communication wasn't terribly great the first time around, but we actually went through immediately after and completely did the Easter egg, which you can see by the cutscene there that I showed at the beginning of the video. So my overall thoughts of this map, I really enjoy this map as overall. The layout was pretty easy to learn. A lot of these Zombies maps, sometimes the first time you play it, you get a little lost initially, but I felt like I was kind of at home right away on this map. It felt like it was pretty easy to learn and remember where all the spots are. I do have a bit of a grip with the where Jug is on the map. You do have to run all the way into the castle and down into the basement every time to get Jug. And they thought about it a little bit. There's like a little bit of a teleportation system down there. If you are in spawn, you can teleport, I think, down to Jug. And then there's a mudslide down by, not by Jug, by Pack-a-Punch, my fault. By Pack-a-Punch, there is a mudslide that can take you all the way back to spawn. So there is a little bit of a fast travel system there. But if you are like just stuck somewhere in the middle of the map and you got to go Pack-a-Punch, it is kind of annoying to go run down there. But overall, the map is fun. I do like the new special zombie. It's less annoying than like a Mangler or like, God forbid they bring a Disciple into this game. But it's not, you know, an overly complicated or tough creature, but you know, you get your points if you're trying to go for your Nebula camo. It's really easy to get your special kills on this one. He doesn't have a lot of health. He does like throw like a weird like poison dart, I think, and he like explodes in a poison dart when you do kill him. So when you do kill the special zombie, make sure you run away. But yeah, I'm enjoying this map overall, having fun with it. Zombies seems to be like the premier game mode in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 here. It seems to be the mode that I'm probably going to spend the most of my time on if you haven't seen already, just by me having Nebula camo. And I am also a Prestige Master, and all of that was pretty much from Zombies. Multiplayer, I've been dipping my hands into here and there, and I'm having some fun, especially with Search and Destroy, which is obviously Call of Duty's premier game mode. But overall, multiplayer, there's just something weird about the feeling of it. I don't know what it is. We have Omni movement here, and it's super smooth, but somehow it feels kind of really clunky at the same time. And the maps are really, that's not my cup of tea in Black Ops 6. I'm really not feeling the maps. They added a few maps in with season 1 here and the mid season reloaded update, they added Hacienda from Black Ops 4, I believe. And that map plays really good in Black Ops 6, but it's probably because it's a map that was actually made by real people. This is speculation, this is much of a rumor online, but it just kind of seems like a lot of the Black Ops 6 maps and a lot of other areas of Black Ops 6, including the artwork, the emblems, the calling cards, they seem like they were made by AI. There's a crazy picture going online on Twitter of they're showing the Gobblegums and the hand of the Gobblegums, and it looks like the hand has like extra fingers on it, which just looks really sus. And just the overall image and the image resolution, everything just kind of seems a little off. The scaling of it just seems a little off. Just makes it seem like someone just said, hey, just show a hand with Gobblegums or something like that. Or maybe they just like copy and paste the Gobblegums in there, because I doubt AI knows what a Gobblegum is, but who knows? It just seems like a little weird. The maps aren't great in the multiplayer. I particularly have a grip with the map Lowtown, I believe it's called, or Lowtown. That map is absolutely terrible. There's water everywhere, and there's like boats that you can hop on to avoid the water, and the water just seems to be like a kind of like main like air way to get around the map. But and if you know, in Call of Duty, especially in Black Ops 6, when you're in the water, first off, you make a lot of noise. You can't shoot your gun, and it's just overall just a mess. You're always just trying to get out of the water. So and on that map, I avoid the water altogether, so it just kind of eliminates any ways I can get around the map from that standpoint. And it's just a clutter in the middle. There's a million ways to get into the middle. I cannot stand that map. I feel so unsafe on any point of the map, and I just never want to move. And that's why a lot of people, I feel like, they camp, especially since Modern Warfare 2019, where a lot of the maps felt like that, where you couldn't go anywhere. It felt like you crossed the street, look left, right a million times, try to cross the street, and then get shot by like a million different angles. And that feels that way in Black Ops 6. I never thought we would come to the point where a Treyarch game would feel like that. Would feel like you were getting shot from so many different angles, that there were so many ways to get to the middle of the map. It's just a mess. I'm just not enjoying the multiplayer. And that kind of transitions me into my my conversation about Warzone, and how I'm really kind of feeling positive about Warzone this year, which is kind of odd because I've had a lot of negative feelings about Warzone in the past. And it's not like Warzone's perfect. There's still a lot of issues that we're having currently with Warzone. I myself am having a real big issue with the DirectX 11 issue, where it just kind of crashes me in the middle of the match. And I'm noticing that it happens a lot when I'm switching weapons. I'll switch a weapon and the game just freezes. It boots me out, and then I have to restart and rejoin the match, which is super frustrating. Sometimes I'm left alive and I can just continue playing. Sometimes I have to completely regame, which is annoying. And I've missed a lot of good moments in Warzone matches because of this. And I am, in the background trying to solve that issue, and I'm not the only one that has that issue. But if you take that out of the equation, Warzone's been quite positive for me. For instance, I played last night for a couple hours, and I felt like I didn't really crash that much. Well, maybe not a couple hours. I played a couple games. I played like 2 games in a row. Didn't crash at all, which has not been the norm for me since the update. And I just had a lot of fun playing Warzone. I don't know what it is about this iteration. I don't know if it's the smoothness of the gameplay and the movement, or it's the Black Ops 6 weapons. I just enjoy Warzone this time around, more so than multiplayer. And I think a lot of it has to do with the multiplayer maps. I think if they add a few more multiplayer maps that we know and love from the past in Black Ops history, just for example, like firing range, I do think Black Ops 6 multiplayer would get a lot more playtime out of me. Right now, I still don't even have the 50 wins required in multiplayer just to play ranked. So I can't even play ranked right now. And that just goes to show you how little I've played the game and how little success I've had playing multiplayer in this game. Just not loving it overall. But that's pretty much all I want to talk about when it comes to the Call of Duty talk and the zombies map, which again, I am enjoying the zombies map a lot. I intend on spending a lot of time on anything new that they add to zombies. But I want to transition into talking about the Philadelphia Eagles, who I believe are 11-2 at the moment I am making this video. And this week's game, they play the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh. Now, I don't really want to talk too much about the Pittsburgh game right now. I kind of want to go into the drama that happened after their previous game on Sunday, which was against the Carolina Panthers. And if you know anything about the current state of the NFL, the Carolina Panthers are not a very good football team. They've kind of been turning it around the past couple weeks. They've been playing very close games, including against Kansas City and including against my Philadelphia Eagles. But you know that they're really haven't been that good. They drafted their quarterback Bryce Young very early. I think he was first overall last year, and things haven't gone very well. But when it comes to the Eagles, they've been kind of a running team like I predicted earlier in the season that they should turn into. I said earlier on that, hey, they have the biggest offensive line, and Saquon Barkley started off the season very well. Why not just transition into a running team? And they've done that. They run first now, which is super awesome. I love to see it. They're utilizing their advantages in these matchups, but they do still have AJ Brown, Arthur Juan Brown, and Devontae Smith, and there's 2 of the best receivers in the NFL, two of some of the best receivers in the NFL. And when you have that combination of a really, really strong run game with Saquon Barkley and a huge offensive line, and that's kind of primarily how you're getting your yards and your points, especially in the second half, it seems like there's issues to be had when it comes to the passing game. And AJ after the game kind of said that he had issues with how the passing game has gone and how they are executing their passing game. And Brandon Graham, defensive end for the Philadelphia Eagles, a veteran who is currently injured. He's out for the season with a torn triceps, I believe. He went on the radio and kind of said that Arthur Juan, AJ Brown, and Jalen Hurts, the quarterback, are no longer friends. And if you know anything about the Eagles, they were friends before the Eagles traded for AJ Brown to come to the Eagles. I guess Jalen tried to recruit him to go to Alabama in college. So they've been good friends for a long time. And Brandon Graham went on the radio and basically said that they're no longer friends, which kind of stirred up a whole bunch of stuff in the Philadelphia media about how they're not friends and how they're going to have another collapse like they did last year where they lost like 6 games in a row after winning like 11 games in a row. And it's just turning into a big mess that is just, it's just being a Philadelphia Eagles fan, honestly. It's just another day in the life because it seems like people forget. First off, there's a huge fan base in the NFL that absolutely hates the Eagles. Just like any NFL team, you know, the Cowboys has their huge fan base that hates them, and obviously the huge fan base that loves them. The Philadelphia Eagles are no different. They have a bunch of people that hate them, so there's a lot of people that like to stir the pot when it comes to the Eagles. And this season, the Eagles have had slow starts. They never open the game with the opening drive and score the touchdown. They always start scoring touchdowns like in the second half, the third quarter. Saquon Barkley starts running for 70-yard touchdowns. And that's kind of been the makeup of the team. That's how they've been all year. And it seems weird that people are kind of adding fuel to the fire, especially when they're 11-2. In my humble opinion, I think that AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts are still very good friends. You can see so many images and footage of them praying before games, celebrating touchdowns, celebrating big moments in general, having conversations on the sideline that do not seem heated like they were last year. I don't know why everyone tries to stir the pot and rile things up with the Eagles all the time. I really just think that they're a winning football team and people like to hate and like to nitpick and try to figure out something to kind of bring them down a little bit. And honestly, I'm here for it because I'm an Eagles fan and I love the team. So I'm as long as people are talking about them, I think it's probably a good thing. And if they're talking about AJ Brown being upset about not getting the ball, I don't think that's really what he's upset about. If you look at the tape, honestly, what AJ's upset about is there's a lot of times where he's open or he's got one-on-one coverage and that you can just throw him the ball and he at least get you some yards and probably score touchdowns. And I don't think AJ Brown's a big target like crybaby necessarily, or like, oh, he needs to have the glory for him and he needs to be scoring all the touchdowns. But I do think that if it's, you know, if you have the easy road to take, why not take it? If he's open, throw him the ball. It's the balance of the equation. Like, yes, Saquon Barkley should be the primary way the offense runs and scores points, but at the same time, why not throw it when you have one-on-one coverage on the outside with Devontae Smith and AJ Brown? It just seems to make sense. And there's a lot of footage from the Carolina Panthers game of AJ Brown being wide open and Jalen Hurts seemingly looking his way. It almost seems like the play is set up for AJ Brown, but he just seemed to like be a little hesitant in throwing the ball. Whether he saw something in the back end of the safety or something, I don't know. I'm not Jalen, I don't know what he saw, but there definitely seems to be a little bit of an issue when it comes to the passing game, but I don't think it's anything that's going to tear the team down. So I think it's really funny how the Philadelphia media and the national media kind of decides to blow this up. Oh my God, there's an 11-2 team in the NFL. They're having some drama behind the scenes. Like, I don't think it's that big of a deal. And at the end of the day, too, you look at the remaining schedule for the Philadelphia Eagles. Like I said, we do play the Pittsburgh Steelers this Sunday, and that's a huge game. Don't get me wrong, that's a huge game. And they need to solve whatever's going on in the passing game by this Sunday just in order to compete. But they have a relatively easy schedule remaining after the Pittsburgh Steelers game. I think we have a game against the Commanders, against the Giants. I think we have another game against the Cowboys. The whole division's terrible. So it should have a relatively easy rest of the way into the playoffs. And I do believe we have clinched a playoff berth and we're pretty much going to win the division. So I don't know. You look at the number 1 seed in the conference, which is the Detroit Lions, and they have a much more difficult remaining schedule. I believe they have the Buffalo Bills this Sunday, and they scored like 50 points last week. So good luck to the Detroit Lions to see if they can retain the number 1 seed. Otherwise, the Eagles should be able to slide up there and take it. And also don't sleep on some other teams too. There's obviously the Minnesota Vikings. A lot of people like to sleep on them, but I believe their record is still impeccable too. They think they've got like maybe 2 to 3 losses as well, and they're in the same division as the Detroit Lions. So I think they play each other week 16. So the Detroit Lions and the Vikings, they have, tough schedules remaining to see who ends up with the number 1 seed. And I'm, hoping it's going to be the Eagles, as long as they keep this boat afloat and they don't have any more crazy injuries. So that being said, that is the commentary. I'm going to leave it at that. Did change my streaming schedule slightly. Again, I am streaming Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Wednesday is going to be my day to make the YouTube video that I'm making for you guys right now. Moving forward, and I believe, don't completely quote me on this, but I'll start talking about this more on stream as I get more information. But I do believe that I have off from work the 20th of December, which falls on a Friday. So I will be attempting to stream that day. So if you are available, I know that's not normally my normal day to stream, but I will be posting on Twitter as well as making a community post if that goes through and I'm able to stream on that Friday. So stay tuned. We have a lot of content moving forward. Definitely stay tuned on the streams and follow all of my friends, including Sergeant Nate, Marcus Unleashed, Killstealer89, and Black Cat. They're all great friends of mine, and we are streaming together pretty much every week. So stay tuned. We will be back with another video next Wednesday, and I am out. Peace.